Roger, main B undervolt. Okay, stand by at 13, we're looking.
Welcome everybody to the Dobsonian Power live show. Bam! 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 Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. It's starting. Loads of activity here on Earth from space. Oh yeah. Oh, I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong when I said the same last time and then bam! Kamchaka. I wish I was wrong, but it seems like all the pieces of the puzzle are again together, and it's a warning.
Warning, warning. Please use your bunker and stay calm. Warning, warning.
So, welcome Angela, Quasar, E-Type, Tamara, GR Astro is in the freaking house! Tamara, Shauna, Miss Honeybee, Stacy. Yes, I'm better, thank you. Well, you know, we create our reality. I'm always telling you this, and it's, as a side note, it's true, man. And I can prove you with simple examples that it's true that you can change your reality for better, or by the other hand, for worse. And it's simple as this, and you will understand very well, because, for instance, I'm with the flu now, and I was... The last live stream I was very attacked. But if you notice, I just said, well, okay, I'm with the flu, so the people don't get always asking and things like that. But moved on. No, I wasn't insisting, I'm so bad, blah, 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 blah. And that in whole my life. I mean, since I wake up until I go to bed, I try to minimize it and try to not to think too much on it and to think in other stuff. I will get better. I'm strong, I'm healthy, I will get better. This is normal. Move on and put action in other things. Sometimes we can't, like in the live stream I had to appeal to soften the effects of the flu, you know how it works, the fever and whatever. But the thing is that I was creating my reality, staying in that positive flow, and I remember that even during the last live stream, I was feeling at a certain point that, look, I feel like I have nothing more. I had, but I was feeling like I was getting better. If you do the opposite, and you start, this is awful. You wake up, oh man, here we go again. This never ends. Everybody is with the flu. Oh, listen, this one coughing. Oh, this one. And you start building your negative reality. And it works very simple. Our brain is shaped to tell us what we want to hear. The brain tricks us a lot. And when we start sending negative inputs about the reality around us, we are creating a negative reality, and the brain because it works like that, start giving arguments to ourselves, start giving arguments that yes, you are bad, yes, you need to rest, yes, because the brain only function is make us survive, me and you. So your brain will act in a way to make you survive. Nothing else. If it has to trick you, it will do it. Actually, it's tricking right now in this moment in time, because what you are seeing in reality, well, a small portion of reality that is shaped by your eyes to your brain, so you can survive. So you don't see the full reality. We can't. We would blow our minds. So you are watching in a vision aspect. Your eyes are showing your brain, but you are watching only like this side of it. Everything that it's at the right and at the left of you in from a certain angle, it's your brain that it's forming as an illusion, so it makes you feel that comfort, that you know what is around you, although you are only watching, because it's what we can do, it's only to watch in this direction and or this threshold. You know that, no? This is something that it's known for a long time. So our brain is always tricking us, and to be happy, you don't need although you were born in a society that was shaped to you to believe that debt it's normal, that having more money it's good, that we should work a lot to have money, which is a lie. We should work to we should obey. We learned that from the beginning, from the first year in school, right? So although we have all of that format and shaping of our reality, we can be happy if we find in ourselves, if you find in yourself the way to be happy in resonance with the earth, with nature, with what we belong towards. We belong to universe, we belong to nature, we belong to love each other. We were born to love each other, not to fight each other. That was a hack they did in the past, and they keep doing because it works. It works for them. And to be happy, it's not through that system. That's the formula to be unhappy. And get out of that system, get out of the matrix. The matrix. And you will be happy. Finding, that's a work that you have to do yourself. Find within yourself the reasons to trick your brain in a positive way, to get in contact, in synchrony with nature that is all around you, with life itself, and you will be happy. Simple as that. Thank you. Christina Bednar for gifting 5 Dobsonian Power memberships. Bam! Thank you so much. Thank you. And GR Astro, another old fellow here in the channel, for gifting 5 additional memberships. Welcome everybody to this beautiful spaceship. You are now an explorer.
You are an explorer.
My little farm is my little sanctuary. We have wildlife that is safe. We have our garden and we have a little heaven. Congratulations, Mick Laus, for having your and discovering and feeding your little paradise. That's the way to go. I'm on a beach on Maui sucking on a margarita. Bam! But hopefully happy, because that's something that you see all over social. People have that need to show, which is wrong, because you shouldn't show the moment you are away from home. Never ever on social. Never. Any one of you. But apart from that, people have that need. Show after, if you want. Show after, or you know. People have that need to show that, look, I'm good in this moment in time. Smash it in your face. I'm good. You are feeling like trash. Bam! But that doesn't solve. Because if you are feeling like trash, I'm not saying it's you, Mickey. It's just as an example. If you are feeling like trash and you post a picture being in the with a margarita in the beach, it will not wash it out. It will not change anything. The things that will change your mood they are within yourself. Find them. Bam! And these are the Schumann resonances that are matching everything. I say matching. We'll talk about what's happening in the sun. But I will not place a telescope because it's a bit later. Here it's 11 past 6 p.m. But it's also because I felt this. Really. I felt this. I know that being with the flu, we are more sensitive to the sun, to cold, to hot, to temperatures variation or whatever. The sleeping disturbances, you know, that's normal, no? We assume that. But I felt this strong outside because every day I go outside. It's not only to have a garden, that little paradise. It's to care about it on a daily basis. And I like to prune here and there, you know, that leaf that can have a fungus or something back. I pluck or I just prune it to keep my ecosystem overall healthy. Even doing that, we are attacked by pests, by fungus, by whatever. So it's a daily routine that I have, not as a thing, an obligation, but as something that I take benefit. It's my connection, one of my connections, my moments of connection with Mother Nature. Alone, I'm with the plants I care about, and during that playing that game with nature, helping them because they don't have hands and whatever, helping them to succeed and be healthy. I catch some sun because in the morning I'm there and the sun, well, especially by the middle of the morning, it's very hot here. It's very hot. In Fahrenheit, it's above 100. And in Celsius, it's around more than 30 on average. And I noticed this Schumann resonance impact before watching this graphic. And I was pretty sure something was going on because I was outside doing my stuff, you know, and I start feeling very, very hot and my head like very, very hot. I had the need to go into the shadow to protect myself and doing my stuff. And then I thought, well, something is happening right now because I will check because the sun or something, the sun is different today. And it was true. It's not only these Schumann resonances that are all over the roof. You can see here, bam! Look at this today, bam! And it's not only that, but also what we are living. This is in real time. Well, here you can see already on NOAA. Here, I think it's mainly because of this. You see this increase on the the impact of the solar wind and the impact of the coronal mass ejection. I'm not sure that the last one that I said to you in the live stream, if it impacted already, because the solar wind is already starting to impact. It might be only the solar wind or both, we don't know. So we will analyze that. Yeah, welcome to the family, everybody. Oregon State, Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is crazy, it's crazy. And look at that, Kamchatka just had another one, look, 4.5, 4.6, bam, bam. It didn't stop. It didn't stop here on this region, and Australia had a big one as well. But this is peanuts comparing with what I think it will come. I got super light-headed. Particles from the volcanic and fires in the atmosphere too. That is a bad mix, Barbara. Yes, it's true. It's true. We still have loads of fires here. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy because the years pass and everything's still the same. What, Chris? Probably he was speaking with me 2 days ago, so he probably is busy. Look, people, as you have your own lives, you can't be here every time, so it's natural, and you should live your life. You should live your life. Okay. So this, I believe this is because we will analyze now. This is because of the starting to impact that coronal hole, fast wind, and we can see here this is a projection from NOAA of the pressure for today, and you can see that the pressure is high. You can see the wave of it. I'm not sure, they don't say if this impact here that we can see here, bam, like a wave, it's from that here another one. It's already, look, a strong one here, you see? It stretched the whole magnetic field of the Earth that it's here. Earthquake. It's just 3.3 on Chile. .8. Buckle up! Crazy what's happening on Earth. Now, the warning is the same that I made before. I think it took around 6 days, more or less, or between 3 and 6 days after I did that live stream, that warning live stream, that it happened. And it's something similar that I'm watching here with the patterns. This forecast, you can see that right now. This is another perspective. This is a fast graphic, so it's each bar has 1 hour, while the NOAA one has an average of 3 hours. So this one is more detailed, and we can see that it already began. We were very calm, and then suddenly it started. So something is impacting the Earth, and for sure it's the solar wind, but we don't know if what they predicted, it's there as well. You see the NOAA one? 3-hour data. They do the average, but I prefer the other one because the average is over 1 hour, so it's minutes only, and it's more refined. Thank you, Christina, for your super chat. Thank you so much.
Super shot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Christina. I love you too. I love you too. True love, true love. Not that fake one. Oh god, the Earth. With all this activity and not being able, you were asking here if it can have to be anything with the new object, the Interstellar object 3I Atlas. I don't think so. The power of the sun, it's whatever it is, the object, the power of the sun, it's very, very strong, and even can bend the trajectory. That's why the trajectory of the object, it does like this, does like a small curve, can bend because of its gravity. The sun, its gravity bends the trajectory of the object, but it can affect the object. It can affect the object. Now we will see what happened during the passage of that object, if it will stop and do something, or it will go naturally away from us, and we will study very well what's happening there, if we can, because it can be something hidden, and it's possible. It's possible. They just released a study with they found water there, but it's possible to have a camouflage on a spaceship and have water being there as well. So I will keep my neutral position. It can be anything. No gas at all yet. They try a lot to do it. Loads of confusion around that. Some say that it has only 2.8 kilometers, others say 5, others say 20, others say 11. All to fit the studies they are doing. It's a mess right now. I will let settle down a bit, and then I will update the information for you again, because we will keep monitoring that mysterious object. Thank you, Christina, for becoming an explorer. Thank you so much. Welcome to the spaceship. Sit down and enjoy. Relax. We are all for you here. You are now an explorer.
You are an explorer.
Remember, all the explorers, the members of the channel, it's only 99 cents a month, even the ones that are new here. If you want to extend after the gifting for 1 month, you can. You have exclusive access to content just for you on the members only tab on my channel. I do it for you to give you back. I don't monetize those live streams and videos. So feel free to join this beautiful community. If you want to join us on Discord, Discord is now just for explorers. You have on the community, just for members, you have there the link that I post regularly. It's a way for us to keep in touch, just in case, you know. Just in case, we never know. We never know. So let's connect to NASA.
Connecting to NASA instrument.
Altitude, velocity, light. 8.5 down, 220 feet. 15 forward. 11 forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. 160 feet, 6.5 down, 5.5 down. 9 forward. Good. 120 feet.
Yeah, the problem with that the object is that, from my perspective, is that we are very, as humans, we are very limited, and because we are that thing of the reality, we just see a small fraction of a shaped, a distorted reality for us to survive. That's how we are made of. And being that, we are very limited. And in addition to that, we have that arrogance that we are superior to everything. And that we know it all, most of us. And that blocks even more us to open to different possibilities that we can't imagine. As we can't imagine, we can't create anything around that or explore, because we just deny. No, it's something that is impossible. Oh, that's impossible. Oh, you notice when you talk with someone that the instinct of us humans is to say no. Oh, no. It's instinctively in human beings. Oh, I saw that. No. We tend to reject anything. And it's a work that we have to do to surpass that and think in a different way. And the system as it is right now in our reality time, it blocks a lot. And the possibility that someone, if someone is there, out there, or even here, in a state of existence that we can't perceive. The simple fact I'm saying this, for many people, the majority, it's ridiculous and it's like crazy, and they would see me, if I was talking to them, they would see me as those guys with that foil in the head, you know. That tin foil. It is what it is, guys. They are completely plugged into the matrix. It's a reality. It's this matrix that we were born and try to figure it out, everything inside this matrix. And some of us, some faster, some take more time, we could step back from that matrix and see that, like a movie, and see in a different thing, and see what is that other people in that Truman Show are. But we are outside that Truman Show mentally. You know, we are not better. We are just in a different frequency. And I believe that that frequency, if more and more of us enter in that process of awakening, on being in this consciousness level, they can't win. At the end, they will collapse.
The collapse.
Like Roman Empire and like many other civilizations and empires that rule the world and just collapse. And this one will collapse as well, sooner or later. Right now they are on that moment in time that they control, and they are pushing to control us in every way. one thing that I want you to notice, because I'm aware, I saw that it's happening already in the United States. When you go to the supermarket, I said to my wife, look, we should be careful about this because I'm pretty sure it will be imported to Europe, but they will not warn us. They will just do it slowly as usual. They will do it slowly so we can't perceive it, and then we get normalized, we get used to it, and we normalize it. It's this. There are places in the United States. I wish that any of you can confirm me later if in your country it's happening already, because in mine, no, but mine it's always late. It's something that you go to the supermarket and usually, at least here and for a long time, when you see apples, you want to buy vegetables, and you see here it's kilogram. 1 kilogram, €2, for instance. I don't know. I have no idea. In United States will be 1 pound or €5 per pound. No, it's the designation. You see the labels are all per pound. No, when you buy vegetables or fruits, potatoes, X per pound. But now slowly they are changing the things in a way that you will see not per pound, but not €5. They rise the price. Look how they are so... Man, this is so annoying. That people can't see. To rise the prices rose a lot. You know that very well. Everyone knows. The prices rose a lot. They could push it up by their mess. But now, to camouflage, to rise more, what they are doing, for instance, in this kind of products, is that you will see, instead of €5 per pound, you will see 75 cents each. In UK, it's price per kilogram or gram, exactly, by quantity. Each. The thing is, for instance, you have €5 per pound, and if you know €5 per pound, it will give, for instance, 10 apples. I don't know, 10 apples, a bucket of 10 apples. You take 10 apples and you put in a meter and you see, okay, €5. It has 1 pound or 1 kilogram. And imagine that the 10 apples on average will cost that. But then that will be 50 cents each. So what they are doing is, instead of dividing that and put, okay, we will put, this is on average 50 cents each, we will put a price of 50 cents each. No, they rise the price to, for instance, 70 cents each. So at the end, they win in two sides. You will purchase the same quantity, but being 10 apples, 70 cents, you will not pay €5 anymore, but you will pay 7 for 1 pound or 1 kilogram. So they win in that realm, and then they win because you enter, it's psychological. You enter in the supermarket, you look at the price, and now you enter and you look, oh, it's everything, it's so expensive. Oh God, here we go again. That's the feeling right now, right? So to soften that, you will enter the supermarket and you will see 70 cents, 79, 50 cents, 49 cents. You will start seeing cents each. So it creates you the illusion to your brain that everything is cheaper, while it's the opposite. And even that you realize that when you pay the bill, because I pay even more, but the feeling entering in the store will be to like anesthesia. So you will be pushed to buy. Pay attention to that. It's one of the things they are starting to do. In United States, I saw that. Some in US doing that too. Yeah, in the United States, they are doing that already. I think as an experiment. But it will spread because if they see that, and it will work, man. It's the thing at the beginning of the stream. Our brains are shaped to fool ourselves. But yeah, the brain is, myself is the brain. You have consciousness. You have mind and brain. It's complicated, no? 1099, still 11. Yeah, but that the 99 trick is used for a long time. They discovered that, oh, let's fool them. We take 1 cent and it works. It works because many times you pay something that costs $9.99 and your wife or husband ask, how much did you pay? €9 or $9. You say the 9. So the information that is transmitted, it's the 9, not the 10. You will not say 10. I say the 10, but because I'm stubborn. But most people don't. I don't say $9.99. You say 9. Increases slowly. Marketing sprout. No fresh food in stores anymore. That's another problem. That's why I'm doing this gardening investment. And it's working fine. And look that it's not about the money, because I was always urban. I didn't want to grow my own food because we have that work. Financially, it doesn't. It isn't worth it because you at the end you spend money. No, in a way or another, you spend some money to have your gardening healthy, and you spend time as well. So time is money. But the money is not important here. It's the time. You shift that time as something that is being something that you lose for something that you are winning. How? Because you win, as I explained to you at the beginning, doing my daily stuff in the garden, I'm winning health. Mental and physical health. That's a win. That's a good investment of time. So I don't say, and I don't think I lose my time. Now I don't think I lose my time when I'm growing stuff out there. It's a lot of work and I'm losing time with that. I don't have time for that. Wrong. I'm winning. I'm spending my time. That is our most valuable resource. Time is our most valuable resource, and I spend that time I invest that time in a moment that I will win in health and physically and mentally. And the connection with my plants. And then, as a bonus, I see that as a bonus, I have food without pesticides and whatever they put on the food to make the food look like it is on the supermarket, and then you eat and it tastes like water or whatever. It's crazy. 4.0 Mexico. We'll talk about this. Let me update the solar information. Some glitches here. Buy local. Yeah. Yes, it's what we are doing now. I talked with my wife. My wife was there already, but she said, I was just to check that organic, it's not a shop, it's a farm that they sell to locals, local to local. And she said, I was there. I said to her, and I was there, but I didn't buy anything yet because we have loads of vegetables and fruits right now. So the next time I go shopping, I will go there. So the plan is that to use things, organic things locally, and that are better and more reliable. And besides, you when you go to the supermarket, I don't know in your home, but here, I go to the supermarket, I pick, for instance, peach, and I see the label, and it says, I don't know, Guatemala, or I don't know, a country far away, far away. And I start thinking, well, for this, from the earth, the soil there, to come all that from the ocean and all that distance until here, and the time it takes, it's impossible an organic food to survive. So they have to do something. Besides, they are allowed in those countries to put stuff there that here on Europe, for instance, it's super forbidden. But there, as they can, and we can't see that, they just lie. Who knows? Who knows? Oregon. Yeah. I'm increasing. I'm testing lots of stuff. GR Astro. This year, testing what works, what doesn't work, what I have to make corrections, learning what's best here, what's better here. You will see, man. In a few years, you will see. You will see the evolution. Creating our own reality. It's the way it is. So the King Sun. Commercial level refrigeration. Well, it has more than that. It has more than that. It has more than that. For sure. So we have sunspots that are really with bad look, but look at this group here. They are evolving, and this as well. But so far, yes, they cause some coronal mass ejection, so ejections of plasma after the flares. We have a small one here, but this one is big, man. And we have more. It didn't stop. We have another one forming here. This was 48 hours ago, here and here. Will we have the Carrington event from one of these? Because I can see that, although this one, it's kind of breaking apart here. Not this one. This one is getting stronger. And this one, it's stretching as well. This will turn around in 2 weeks or so. It will come back here and we will see the evolution. But we have the coronal hole. That is the main purpose of this live stream, because I believe that this will be very important for the coming days events. You see, we can see the flares here. The group is flaring. We have this large filament as well. We had here, look at this explosion into space. Bam! Did you see it? From the filament here. So this filament that is super large just exploded today. Look. Bam! Down. It looks that it goes down. There we go. Down left. Another one here. Okay, but what's happening here? Let me see if we have any alien or suspicious thing flying. Unidentified flying object. Stars. Well, I don't think so. And this one from the right, it looks like it goes to the right. But we'll have an impact. And it will start today. In the last live stream, I showed you. Let me hydrate. What, Barbara? What did you see that I didn't? This? But this looks like a star. Barbara, at the left or at the right side of the sun? I can't see anything, Barbara. Not this image. A few days back, let's check that. 3.7. Japan. A few days back, 15, 16. How many days? Let's say we have here from the 6th to today. So 2 days. A few days back. In August, let's put August the 1st. An update. Let's check that. NASA site was showing. If it's showing, this is the NASA connection, so it's the same. Let's check.
update information.
This is Mercury here. We were analyzing. Where is it? Here. That we analyzed. And as expected, when we it's here. When we first saw Mercury was here, the object. It surprised me, but then I checked and it was it's here. As expected, after a few days, right here, we can see Mercury here moving, you see? Look, there are always objects that we can't identify what they are, like this, you see? These kind of objects that pop on this is NASA. This is from NASA. It's nothing that I'm just accessing to their data. This is the Solar Dynamics Observatory with they call the Coronagraph. We use this occultation disk so we can see what's happening in the solar corona, and we can see the corona here, and we can see the stars, but also dust and whatever. What the signatures I try to identify here that would be very important. You see another object that it's who knows what is it. The patterns that I try to find here are the movements that don't match the stars' movement in the background. So these stars are all stars that are in our Milky Way. These stars are all stars that are far away from here, but in our Milky Way, and they all have the same speed from our perspective. So something that is slower or faster than this, it's not a star. It can be like we just saw Mercury here, that it's faster, but we can identify the position of Mercury, it matches. Now when it's an object that comes and go fast, like a flash like this for instance, you see? What can I say? It's the front of a big spatial disk. I can't say that because it disappears, so I don't have enough information. You see? The next frame, bam. But if I see something flying, and to do that I do like this. I play and I try to see. Cucumbers. I don't like cucumbers. Mrs. Mom, I'm in a similar position here on the south of Europe. I have loads of sun. It's the sunny part of my country. By the way, it's here.
Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5.
And what I can say to you, it's from my own experience living here. And I was born in the north, so I have both experiences. And what I can tell you is that when I was living in the north, I had lack of sun, so I grabbed very few sunlight. And it made me bad skin. I had problems that were solved with sun in my skin in the past. Moving south, I never had that problem again, ever. But in days like, for instance, today, as I was saying in the beginning of the live stream, I noticed the pressure of the sun was extremely high. So it feels, you can feel it in your head. Maybe, I don't know if everybody can. But it was so strong that I could feel it. And I had to protect myself in the shadow. What happens sometimes that we go to the beach here, me and my wife and kids, and sometimes we have to be there because they do the swimming competitions and that, and we spend loads of time under the sun, although we take that solar umbrella to protect. And sometimes even that we are enjoying, the water is good, everything is good, it's something that we feel all more or less together, that enough is enough. And we are feeling that it's too much sun. We get used to this, and you on California should feel the same. What I recommend is for you to play with it and try to feel it. If you feel it's too much, it's too much. It's your body telling you it's too much, it's enough. Even that you put loads of sunscreen or whatever, because it's not only the ultraviolet, it's also that pressure that, I don't know. So everything that is good in excess will harm you. So play with it. Vitamin D is essential, of course. Just look at the people that never catch any sunlight. They look like sick people. So it's important to get some sun. And if you live in a place that you never have sun, you will not have this issue that I'm having, and people from California as well. You can extend your periods to the sun maybe a bit more. 4.1 on Turkey. Middle East. You see what's happening? The pattern repeating again. It's starting. I'll tell you what. So thank you, Des Brown, for becoming an explorer. I almost forgot I had it here. Thank you so much. Welcome. You are now a member of this spaceship.
You are an explorer.
I never needed sunscreen. Well, some people, that I will leave it, I'm neutral, because some people need more, some people need less, some people don't need. It depends on your skin. I won't risk if you see. One thing is that if you take too much sun, too much that exceeds what you should take, your body will tell. Your skin will start falling apart, or you get like shrimps, no? People that is very white, lack of melanin, they get like shrimps. Reddish. So those probably need sunscreen, otherwise they... I know that sunscreen it's complicated because it's a product, a design product, but sometimes we have to... It's like the last live stream. If I didn't took the pill, I was feeling bad. So it helped me. It has trade-offs, yes it has. But, you know. So let's check. I don't see anything, Barbara. Flying into the sun since the 1st of August. And look at when I like to, when I see and catch those objects, I immediately show you, because I think it's fascinating the fact that just the possibility that there's something out there or even here and we have no freaking idea of it, and we start having clues about it, but it's a bit frustrating to see that those clues, the system try to bury them somehow, not giving that importance, or even humiliating the people that make those studies, like that what's the name of Dr. Villarroel, for instance, that discovered that... I didn't pull this topic here, but Justin, thank you. Thank you so much, Justin Seltzer, for your super shot.
Super shot.
All begins with awareness. Thank you, Tiago. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for your support. Yes, all begins with awareness. This is very important. This is very important. It begins with awareness. Then the process will... They can't stop it. That's what they fear. They don't fear your angry... Well, your people's angry comments on social networks. They are pushing them so we can fight each other. It's not the angry comments full of hate that they fear. What they fear, it's right that, Justin. It's our awareness and the beginning of a process of awakening. Imagine 8 billion people awakening, or most of them. They collapse. It's like flop. They can't stand a system like it is right now. They can create a better one, but like it is right now, that is rot completely. We can see that. They don't. They see convenience, they see modern, they see, I don't know what they see, futurism or whatever. But that is just a mask for something that it's much deeper and much different. Right? To suck us. So I don't see any object. I wish I could, Barbara, so I will move on. The thing now is, and this is 1 week of sun here. This is 1 week of solar activity. So what started as a small coronal hole now It's this, and it's right in front of us. We have one here, the big one, and here. And you can see here on NASA you can see here that we had the impact of the coronal hole fast wind already. Here it increased from 350, the speed, kilometers per second, increased right here, bam, and it's getting faster. That's why they have that forecast of this high pressure impacting the Earth for today. But it will likely continue because it's solar wind, and you know what happens with solar wind. The solar wind, it's due to this coronal hole structure that is it's gigantic. It has open magnetic fields. They don't do those loops like the ones on the sunspots, those black sunspots. They don't do that. They aren't closed loops that then break and eject plasma to space. No, they are a different phenomena. They are super large, they are wide, and the magnetic fields go straight on. And straight on means to the Earth when they are right in front of us. Why is this so important? Because, as I said before, and right before the Kamchatka big earthquake happened, this is important because we have a study, a very important study, that says that when we had on history during 100 years they studied, so 1 century, it's a long time. During 1 century they studied, the scientists studied the biggest earthquakes on Earth. Sumatra, in Japan, 2011, whatever. They studied all of them, and bigger than 6 magnitude. So all the big ones. And they realized that all of them, without any exception, and looked at after this study, it keeps confirming what the study studied. It's that every time magnitude 6 or higher earthquakes occurred on the Earth, regardless the place on Earth, there was a big coronal hole in the sun pointing to the Earth. Crazy. Crazy. And I'm bringing this again because, you guessed it, right now we have a big coronal hole in the sun.
Buckle up. It's happening.
It's happening! It's happening again! It's happening again, it's happening again. You're talking about the mulch? Yes, I use that as well. my leaves from the trees. I use as mulch. I use the grass needles as well, and I use pine needles as well. They are acidic. If you like that, you should be the first ones. Have your seat there. It's free. Have your seat there already for the future. Gardening power channel. I will place here the link. So if you like that kind of stuff and nature stuff, it's my channel, my gardening channel. Remember, it's a secondary channel, so it will take time, and I don't have all the time for it. But I'm filming stuff, so I'm recording stuff, so I can share to you the story to help people later with my mistakes as well, and the things that I used that were successful. And you can be part of that community for the future, where I will do also live streams, and I will and we will share stuff together. Hopefully. I hope I can manage it all in that way. That's a goal. Thank you. That's a goal. Right now it might seem that it's a bit abandoned, but it's not. Don't worry. I record a lot of stuff, but I need to show a sequence of things. For instance, I just from a rare plant, I just made some cuttings. I made mistake, then I correct, then I could be successful. I corrected, and now it's growing a new tree, a rare tree, and it will be for a relative, and it's crazy things that how I do things, and things like that. And I will talk about there as well about things like I talked with you with these things with the price in the supermarket. All that are vegetables and fruit related stuff, you will find there in the future as well. So be part of it right now, so you can tell in the future that I'm here from things whatever here. Because it's like nature itself, it takes time. No rush. I have no rush. So, you guessed it. This large coronal hole is here, so the chances, we are talking about probabilities, the chances that a big earthquake can occur higher than 6 or more than 1 or even an 8 or 9 are high right now. The fact that it's very important to address this, the fact that there's a coronal hole there, it doesn't mean that every time a coronal hole is there, it will occur a 9 magnitude earthquake. But the true reason, that's a fact, that all that occurred in the past during 1 century had a coronal hole there. So somehow, and we didn't study yet too much of this, we need more. Somehow it affects, with all this pressure, it affects triggering or the friction in the crust, whatever, with all these charged particles that come from the sun in a large amount, in a fast speed, because it's fast speed that the coronal hole has, fast stream of wind that impacts the earth, and somehow it triggers, it shakes the earth or whatever. They need to study that even more, because it's our sun, it's our star, and each time we have this kind of phenomena, it's important for us to be prepared for, especially the ones that live in regions that are more susceptible of being shaken by earthquakes or volcanoes after the earthquakes or tsunamis. You know what I mean. And we had that. I warned about the tsunami, I warned about the big earthquake, and bam, we had it. So, I don't know. it's likely that we will have that again, something big again, and especially it can be boosted, and this is up to nature. We can't do anything about it, just to be aware of, and it's up to nature and the King Sun in this situation to have a combination of events that can bring things that can level up things. Like, for instance, if the sunspots remember now to start flaring in high intensity and releasing with those flares of radiation that in 8 minutes they are here on Earth. Bam! But in addition to those flares can trigger ejections of plasma. If they come into the Earth, all the impacts together boost everything, and that phenomena can be intensified as well on Earth. I mean earthquakes. So it's something that we here like to be aware of, and unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, it seems that they are right, this group of scientists that made this study, because I keep bringing this study. I don't know what I wish. I wish that we don't have any catastrophe, but it seems like inevitable because we don't have the power to change nature. We just have the power to be aware of and to act accordingly. To run, basically. No. With thunderstorms, it's kind of easier to predict, but space weather, we have lack of information about. Thank you, Chicken Patty 13, for becoming an explorer. Welcome to the spaceship.
You are an explorer.
Thank you so much. So this is the importance of being aware of this study. So here the bigger coronal mass ejections identified as well from another perspective. You can see here at the right, at the left. Although I like to analyze them like this. The forecast we had in the last live stream I showed you, it's the same. It's active. You have the Earth here, you have the Sun here, and we have an impact from the one of the right. At the right, because we are seeing from above. This is the one at the right. 4.2, Chile. From this model, we can see that the projection they made is to this weekend to impact us by a flank. As Noah stated here, a G1 or G2 now, they upgraded it to G1 or G2, but yeah, they updated. You see G1, but now they have G1, G2 warning, and we can see that here. The other one was from NASA. I showed you last live stream, and now NOAA has one as well. Bam! Impacting. And the second one already here. But this is not the Earth. This is probably Mercury, and this is the Earth. Or whatever it is. This is the Earth, the green one. So you can see that NOAA already has that impact. However, this, you can see the pressure here. This is from a side. It's like watching the Earth from a side here, and you can see all this red tint here. It's that fast wind, the pressure from the coronal hole. Very wild activity here as well. We'll see. We have filaments, a large one here that showed already an explosion. We have filaments, we have the coronal hole, a small one here in another hemisphere, and we have these groups of sunspots quietly waiting for more. Well, quietly, they are picking up. That is showed here as well. In this graphic, you can see that today, this is today. Yesterday we had these spikes here that are bigger now here, and now it's kind of increasing here. It's funny that it's picking up again, and we'll see the weekend impact. I planted a lot of extra fruit trees for the birds. Yeah, that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy as well. Because it's a way some people don't think in that. Because if we think like, okay, X%, just a small amount, will be, I will leave it as gone. I will lose it for the birds. They will be happy. I will be happy because I still have the most part of the fruits. And everybody is happy and the ecosystem keeps... I like that perspective. You planted 6 mulberry trees to attract birds. I'm creating that ecosystem to have a balanced pest. I failed on preventing the blight. I didn't expect. I was a few days out, and it was very frustrating to have a thunderstorm and a few days of rain exactly when I wasn't here. And with the irrigation at the same time, it was awful. Blight, bam! That fungus, horrible. But I could deal with it. Birds, geckos, butterflies, bees, wasps. Everyone does its job, right? The birds are like pets, of course. And they are free. So it's even better. I had birds in the past, but then I decided it's better to have them in their natural system, ecosystem. I planted 3 or 4 fruit trees this year. Because I don't have more space. If I had more space, I would plant more. It's part of prepping. It's very important. Not only that, the quality of the food and the pleasure to eat your own food, but at least part of your meals can be from your garden, and it's nature, and you are working on your prepping side. Because when something occurs, first you will be more prepared because it's like a routine that you have already, so it will be easier to, if we have a reset, for instance, all the people that live in the cities in boxes, I'm sorry if it's your situation, I was there in the past, so. But the reality is that people that live in cities, and they will be smart cities, in boxes, they are fully dependent on the system itself. You have a blackout, you have a catastrophe or something, you will have no way to handle it as we have outside the cities. So if you push it even further and you think in a reset or a big catastrophe that will reset the humans, the ones that can survive that, the ones that have already knowledge and experience with nature, will have a faster adaptation to any bad circumstance that we will have after the event. And the ones that live in the city, what experience do they have? Who will they will call the police? They will pick the smartphone. No internet, guys. No electronics. What will they do in an apartment? The best they can do is to have a solar generator, as I have, to handle blackouts. But if it's a reset, even my generators will not work. Everything electronics, no? Eating crickets. In nature, you will have the way to turn it around and to survive. The bluettes are shielded against... I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. Shielded against like a Faraday cage? I don't believe. They are shielded. They are very secure, but in a way that a thunderstorm or things like that. You can ground them as well. They have a place to do it. But if it's something, if it's a solar event that will burn power grids, the biggest one will be the first ones. knock down satellites, things like that, and blackout occur, this will be a bless, as it was when I lived the blackout. But I'm talking in a situation that is a real reset. It will be something that all the electronics will be burned out. And that will be a very extreme situation. So it's more likely that in your lifetime and mine, we will live more blackouts. I'm pretty sure, I said to you, it will happen again. Not in the summer, at least, but it will happen again. It will happen again, in my opinion. More blackouts you will suffer in your country. I insist in this because then you'll see, he told you. He told us. And I told you the last blackout and it happened with me. If it's a very, very reset, a humanity reset, not from a simple solar event, but something bigger, or a combination, like I believe it occurred 12,000 years ago. I believe it was a combination. Nobody knows exactly what it was, the Younger Dryas event, but I believe that it was a solar event, or more than one in a row, and something from space as well. That, like this, you have the coronal hole, it has a consequence. But if you have a coronal mass ejection, a bunch of flares, it boosts everything. What I believe it occurred was something like that. Not only a solar event, but also or asteroid or meteors, something. We had the Taurids back that time. So something, or even both, something that caused all that fast, the floods and everything, but in a fast and short period of time. And if it's cyclical, and many of us believe it is, it will occur again. And if it's 12,000 years, we are already on time for it. So that thing of the gardening, it's not to have a beautiful flowers here so I can invite people and say how good my garden is or beautiful it is. Not at all. First, because I don't invite anyone to my home. And then, it's my home. And then, that is a bonus only, the beauty of it. It's with the prepping side of it that I'm working on it. And the quality. Well, imagine, but Tiago, if nothing happens while you live, and me, well, I increased my quality of living because nowadays the food is a complete mess. So I feed myself and my family with better quality food, and we enjoy checking the potatoes or eating some strawberries every day, multiplying them, seeing every day, look, the watermelon is getting bigger and bigger. And yesterday I planted 2 broccoli, one in each pot, in each bag, and they had 2, they were seedlings, with 2 leaves each. I planted at evening. I pour water. Today in the morning I was there and they had already both a 3rd leaf. And I said to my wife, look, in just one night they have already a 3rd leaf. This is a good sign. So it's this kind of things that it's good on gardening, on caring about your tastes like chicken. Let me read you. Sandy has 3 pounds full of fish. Knows most of edible plants. Mushrooms. So we will thrive and help community when it's time. Can solar panels be protected against being burned by a strong flare? My solar panels, and I have solar panels for a long time, and they weren't. I was one of the first ones because I was fascinated with that technology. So I was one of the first ones to install solar panels in my house, and they have loads of years, man. Almost 20. I don't know. I have no idea. And I never had any problem with... they never degraded. I have a meter that I check once in a while to see if they are still working. Every time I check the meter, it's always working. And with strong sun at full capacity. And all these years we had solar events, strong ones. Never had any problem. They weren't enough to burn everything. Now, if a really strong Miyake event occurs, I believe they will burn, because the charged particles will be so intense that they will burn. But to burn my solar panels, first the sun will burn first big structures, like the most vulnerable to, like power grids, big power grids, for instance, and satellites, everything that is, they will fall first. So that's my experience. My relatives think solar is stupid, but my air conditioner works when the power falls. I have solar power stations for my freezer, fridge and lights. Let them think, man. If you notice, everything that you... Look, you will be always criticized, no matter what. Two. You will be always, if you think this is so important in life, if you think, you will be always criticized. Always. There was a man with a children and a donkey. And they were... The man was put the children in the donkey and was pulling the donkey and was walking. And the people, oh, look at him. The guy is, it's an idiot. It's walking, and the children is there, and the guy is walking, and the guy is an old guy. It should be over the donkey. What an idiot. And then the guy said, okay, and it was an old guy, an ancient, an elderly. And the guy said, okay, I will change this. And the children got out of the donkey, and the guy mounted the donkey, and they moved on. And then the people start saying, oh, look at him, man, what a nasty old man. He could be walking and the children there, because the children is a children. No, he shouldn't be poor children. They're walking with this heat and the sun and whatever. And the guy, selfish guy. And the guy, okay, let's let's go by walk, to the two of us, the children and me, and we'll do like that so they can't criticize. And they did it, and a few meters, and the people, oh, look at those idiots. Look at those idiots, because they have a donkey, they are not using the donkey, and they are walking, both of them. They are very stupid. And he said, okay, I don't know what to do. Well, I have one more solution. We can be both, me and the children, over the donkey, and they will not criticize again. And a few meters, and the guys, oh, poor donkey, two guys over the donkey, it's an animal, protect the animals and whatever. You know, the 4 real situations and options the guy had, the 4 of them he was criticized. So pick always the one that feels that to you that is the correct one, and that you should do the correct way in your life, and don't give a heck about the others. It's what I do here. If you notice, it's what I do here. I don't give a heck about what people think, because if you start taking into account what others think, it's the formula, the best formula, with the best ingredients for you to be unhappy. You will live others' life. You will not live your life. And if you start thinking, okay, but this is not correct, I want to do like this, and I feel this is correct, and you do, regardless the criticism, yes, you will be criticized, and you will have to deal with it, because we all have, but at the end of the day, you will feel happier. And that's what we need, to be happier. Thank you very much for being here. I wish you all a very positive weekend and a very positive rest of the day, and healthy if possible. Thank you very much. I see you after the storm. Bye bye.